Attention, little people, I have an announcement.
These commentaries were originally recorded from April to June of 2024. I love the show and people and the focus of the positive, but with all that said, here's what is more. The guests love the show and people too, but are allowed to speak their mind. The critiques they share and opinions they bear are only theirs, not mine.
I think you mean ours?
Well, yeah.
Opinions are kinda like jellyfish. I mean, they're floating and change shape a lot. Not all opinions shared banter reflect our true and current thought. These have been re-edited to keep the commentary in sync. I only muted what I wanted to cut so the track can show a link. So if you hear some silence, you'll understand why, folks. And me and Kev apologize for our incessant inside jokes. Lastly, not all commentaries turned out as good as others. Some days it didn't flow as well, but we always recovered.
And if you're not watching the show along with our commentary, you might be confused as to what we're talking about, which is kind of a given. But if you're like a crazy super fan who knows every detail of every episode, have at it. With all of that out of the way,
Enjoy the show!
Okay, WoopDoo, it's time for the theme song.
This is the same thing you did last time. It's the same thing.
Welcome back. We got.
Hey everybody, this is Larry the Cucumber.
Doing this.
I think that was why I quit watching it, because I thought that was their actual impression of Larry, and I didn't really hear how good the rest of the impressions. The rest of the impressions were spot on, but I only heard Larry, and I was like, man, if all the impressions are like that, I
Except Bob.
We had our whole discussion about VeggieTales Abridged before starting this episode, so
We did.
I should preface that was what that was.
Anyway, we're double.
And for those of you who don't know what VeggieTales Abridged is, don't look it up.
No, look it up and watch the video on Media Mementos about it. It's actually pretty cool.
Or that.
Yeah, you could do that.
Or ask me for the episodes and I won't give them to you.
But you gave them to no one, actually.
I didn't give them to you, did I?
No.
I showed them to you, but I didn't give them.
No, of course not. Anyway,
Oh well, I gave Trevor gave me permission to share them anyway. So.
Okay, then yes, you did give them to me. You did. I do have them. Good theme song. I like the theme song. We're double commentating with WoopDoo. We just finished Lyle, and now we're doing.
Hi, WoopDoo.
It's true. I'm here. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to my world.
How are you, WoopDoo?
Hi.
I'm doing pretty all right.
That's pretty all right to hear, WoopDoo.
What is this voice you're doing?
It's my normal voice.
Kev's tweaking for real. I like the scene in the theme song where the giant pickle falls.
Oh yeah, well I like the scene in the theme song where the giant pickle crawls.
Ah!
I like the scene where the giant pickle balls.
Pickleball.
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 I've heard of that game.
And pickle balls.
I've heard of that game. I haven't heard of that one. Little Joe has such a unique countertop. Me and Kev were just talking about this.
Yeah.
It just looks so unique to this episode. No other countertop had the same lighting and texture that Little Joe had.
Well, wasn't this the last episode with a countertop that was animated in-house?
I think
Yes.
so.
Yeah. So this is
Honestly, though,
this
you
is
can
like
show
this
me...
is the peak for them.
Yeah. Honestly, though, you could show me a screenshot from the countertop segment of any episode, and I can tell you which one it is.
I could probably
you know
do
what?
that too, with the exception of some of the later DKP episodes.
I was gonna say
Not
same
even
with
later,
those.
just like mid DKP, like Sherlock Holmes, Lord
Yeah.
of the Beans. Well, Lord of the Beans, I'd be able to tell because Larry's on a big unicycle. But just like of that era.
I'm gonna
Whatever.
test you on that, Kev. I'm gonna test you on that. You're not gonna know the one I send you, I bet. You only get one guess. You can't guess
Are
I
you
three.
about
want
to
to be
send it to me
tested
now?
on it too.
I'll test you both.
Are you sending
Yeah,
it now?
send us both the screenshot, and we'll type our answers to you, and then you say out loud if we got it right.
Okay, we can do that right now.
All
How
right.
about? You guys commentate
Discord
while I
or
find scenes.
on my number? Okay.
I'll Discord you guys. I like that joke. I'm sorry. I feel like we're commentating. I feel like we're just doing a podcast with the show in the background. Let's talk.
Yeah, we're just kinda-
honestly
let's talk
makes
about-
it more
let's talk about-
interesting, kind of.
Let's talk about what we're seeing. I like that joke. I like that little break they took. That was
A
fun.
Western.
I love the little
Bob.
illustration of Seymour.
Yeah, I like they brought Seymour
It's
back,
cute.
and I like that they played the cheeseburger song.
Just about every illustration of Pa is adorable, though.
Paul's pretty.
Like, Pa's always illustrated cute.
He is.
I guess you hadn't really asked me about why I picked this episode in particular.
Right,
for the
right.
Hold on.
commentary.
Let me. WoopDoo. Why did you pick this episode?
Well, you see, it's one that I like. No.
Why do you like this episode?
No, it's more so of like a nostalgia thing. I forget how I actually.
Why
have
is this nostalgic for you?
Because I grew up with the DVD and I watched it all the time. And
Why did you grow up with the DVD?
Because my mom bought it for me.
Why did you grow up with the
buy it for you?
VHS?
Because my mom wasn't religious, but she wanted to
Why
appease
wasn't
my
your mom
grandmother, who
religious?
was.
Now we're getting deep. Why was
Why
your grandmother religious?
I can't go this far back.
Why can't you go this far back?
Because I don't know.
Why don't you know?
But look, Little Joe's on screen. That looks like Larry the Cucumber from
Hi, Little
VeggieTales.
Joe.
WoopDoo's like,
It's
nope, we're
Larry
done.
the
We're done.
Cucumber from VeggieTales.
It's Little Joe Davis Eggy.
No, it's
Aww.
not him.
Hey,
Quiet,
yes,
little
it
Joe.
is.
Quiet, little Joe. I can't do it right now. I'm more focused on the recommended YouTube videos on the side of my screen than I am Little Joe. Film
Scrooge
theories.
McDuck's net worth solved. Oh hey, wait, there's an object show episode in there.
Spill the truth.
Ugh.
But yeah,
Guys, I yawned.
VeggieTales.
I've
VeggieTales.
never heard of
Beyond.
this
Good
show.
job. Good job, man.
From Lemon Z Guess FTF1.
I like their hats. I like the one hat with the little spinny sides. I like Jude's hat. I would wear that. I wish
I like
Paul
Paul
One of them
Paul
should have
Grape
had a
would-
propeller on top of their hat.
I wish whenever it was dinner time, I could always hear Paul Grape ringing the bell and yelling, "Come and get it." Wouldn't that be
I
the
really
perfect
don't
way?
like how the sheep look.
Finn, when we
They
live
look-
together,
yeah, they look a little
I will
weird.
do that. I will
Yeah.
ring a bell and say it in Pot Grape's voice.
Do it. Do it. Time for dinner. I can't right now.
One thing I want to say, just about VeggieTales in general, is that the designs for the sheep really declined over time.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know why, because they literally had it perfect in the first appearance.
Yeah,
They didn't
I
even
think
change it.
I think
Speaking
just
of
the fact.
sheep,
I feel like it's the same reason they made the Netflix show look like it did, because they felt like since it was made through a lack of technology, they could now do better. But there was something charming about like how it looked originally. You know what I mean? Like they were like, oh, we can make it look more detailed and more real because we can do better now. But like the penguins, they kept the penguins designs and those were cute.
guys, speaking of the sheep, that I may have told you, Finn, but Kurt Heineke has done the voice of sheep number 3 for me personally.
That's right. Sheep number 3, his prized role.
Look at me. I'm something.
I like Paul's lack of eyebrows. They
He
used
doesn't
the.
need them.
He doesn't need them. No, they did the same thing they did with Seymour, but Seymour had big glasses, so it made up for it. This is like the pirate movie Paul, where the glasses are expressive, but like minus the eyebrows.
Yeah.
Where the cowboys practice.
I like the animation on the dream sequences here.
I like it too,
I liked when they would change up the style like this.
and I like the cut back to Larry trying to find out how to say cactus. It's very Larry
Yeah.
core. Continue. 11 cactus, those were you. He flat out. I mean, I can't really blame his brothers for getting a little ticked about this because he does flat out, you know. He doesn't even use like the metaphor. He says those were you. He says 11 cactus, those were you.
Well, he knows what he saw in his dream.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be peeved too, though. To be fair, if my brother was
Finn.
like, I just had if my brother,
Hey,
I wouldn't throw him.
we
well,
do
listen,
not
listen.
get mad at Calloway. We do not get mad at Calloway.
I'm mad at Calloway. I wouldn't throw him in a mine shaft. But if my brother was the family favorite and then showed up and told
As he
my
should
parents that he had a dream that we all bowed to him, I don't know.
be. As you should.
You can't really blame his brothers for getting peeved, but trying to kill him is a different story. Or sell him.
Calloway, if you're listening, hey, baby girl.
He's not listening, I promise.
Well, I'll tell him to.
I think it's interesting that the critiques that you have with this episode are also just things that are literally from the Bible story.
Yeah, Finn, do you have a problem with the Bible?
Not exactly. No, not the Bible, just the. I'm sympathizing, I guess, with the villains. Sorry, God. It's made me laugh. Charlie Pincher. It's Charlie Pincher.
That's literally not. That's
Yes,
Scallion
it is.
3.
Shut up and let me have my moment.
That doesn't sound like him. That doesn't look like him. He's not in.
Tie this
Okay,
rope.
wait.
No, it's Scooter. That's Scooter.
He's
Tie this
green.
rope
He's
around the middle.
obviously.
Finn,
He's green.
Charlie
He's
Pincher
obviously
is in
Charlie
this
Pincher.
episode later.
Yeah. As in now. There he is.
No.
I love that.
Are you thinking of Scallion 3 roasting his wiener?
I love the scene. Dang it, Kev. I love the scene. I can't speak English.
I'm always thinking of Scallion 3 roasting his wiener, to be honest.
That's all I can. That's all I can think of now. You've sidetracked my brain. The animation in that whole sequence.
That's all you can think of now, isn't it?
It is of Larry, like when he first falls and he squishes like that, and then like when they pull him back with the rope. I don't know. It's very cartoony. Something about that whole scene has a certain.
It is a cartoon.
Thank you, WoopDoo. Something about that scene has a certain cartooniness to it that I appreciate.
Yeah, no, I
I'll
really
bet the
like the
fact that it
animation
is
on
a
this
cartoon.
episode as a whole. It's like, I know I just complimented Lyle on having the perfect animation, but this does too. Just like everything later on in the in-house studio's life, all looks beautiful.
Josh and Rumorweed were really good.
Yeah, even before they made the switch over to Maya, it's just like the episodes that they've done, like during this era, it's really good. And it's weird to think that because this was the part where they were going down the drain.
I see what you did there. I see what you did.
It just timed out perfectly.
That was funny. I like that. Since we last had
That's a
wacky looking pizza.
I like wacky pizza.
It looks like a quiche.
I also like cheeseburgers, dude.
Cheeseburgers, yeah, me too. Root beer. Do they only have one bathroom? And it's just for cows?
I think that's fine.
I mean, that wouldn't be a problem. Only person who would be suffering would be Madame Blueberry because she's the.
Is that even a bathroom? I thought that was just like a changing room.
Oh, I thought it was a bathroom. I don't know. I could be wrong. I was gonna say they could basically just have a men's bathroom because Madame Blueberry is the only woman in this entire episode.
Or maybe gendered bathrooms are dumb.
True.
Maybe bathrooms in general are dumb, honestly. Like, why don't we
maybe
just go when we wanna and where we wanna?
Maybe we don't need bathrooms anymore.
Yeah,
We
irrelevant
don't
now.
need bathrooms anymore.
Bathrooms are overrated. You've always got under the bed. Look at them crying.
This is so sad.
Oh, poor guys. And Larry.
Peanuts!
Like Charlie Brown?
Janice appears. His melancholy.
Shout out to you, Janice.
Peanuts? Where?
Oh, popcorn! That's why. This was Jackie Ritz or Megan Murphy?
I believe Jackie Ritz.
Jackie Ritz. She did a great job. Everyone who's ever played Madame Blueberry has done a great job.
Yeah.
Except for in the house where she was British instead
I
of
liked
French.
it though. She was like, you know, SpongeBob keeps introducing new characters, and there's a new character, like too many new characters, and there's a new character named like Lady Upturn or something. It's a real fancy lady. And that's what Netflix Madame Blueberry reminds me of. Just this fancy, pleasantly plump, British lady.
I don't know. It's like she's not bad, but at the same time, they missed the point. Madame Blueberry is supposed to be a French lady, not a British lady. That's like not Madame Blueberry anymore. Just make a new British lady.
It was
They
like the
probably don't
Ickabeezer. It was like the Ickabeezer change, you know.
But
They
didn't
probably
have
don't know
to
that it
make
was
that
based on
change.
Madame Bovary.
Their whole thing with changing Mr. Nezzer is that they had like DreamWorks policy reasoning. Did they have a policy that said no French people? Because then why are the French bees still there?
No French women. No blue French women. The peas were
Oddly
different.
specific.
The
Some
peas were
higher up at
okay.
DreamWorks had a really bad experience with a blue alien lady who was French.
Or somebody had some fatwa against Madame Blueberry. Look at the days
like-
without a fight sign. Look how they scratched that. Like, just random spots.
They're like, okay, so we're about to buy classic media. There's this one character that they own that I really don't like. Also, she's Among Us. That's funny.
Bob goes, that's sus! I like that shot too. I like when Larry's eyes get whacked. Also, you know what song we're coming up on?
No, I've never.
Oh, that. I thought that it was gonna be like, I don't know.
Bye Bye Little Joe.
That one, yeah.
Belly
Bye Bye
Button.
Little Joe.
Belly
My
Button.
favorite song.
I like the Little Joe song. I like the deleted scene. I wish they'd left that in. I like the way the door hit him. I like that cut also. And now we're in a silly song. I don't know why.
Hi everyone, this is Larry. I'm out of jail now. I'm in a boy band.
that cut, I don't know why. Where they just cut to him being in jail and looking like dismayed for like 2 seconds, and then they fade into a silly song. I feel like
Larry. Got to jail and joined a boy band.
I feel like he needed like a line. I feel like he should have been like, I don't know what he should have said, but I feel like he should have said something in jail.
I really like how
Before cutting
Jimmy
to the
here
song.
looks very similar to the lead singer of The Offspring, Dexter Holland.
Well,
He's
this
got
is
like
also
that. He's got like that spiky yellow hair, and
His-
he's in a band.
his costume is also a reference to the VeggieTales show episode "Little Things Matter."
It's a reference to the VeggieTales show.
It's a callback. Very fan servicing, just like Omelet
Yeah.
was a callback to the VeggieTales show.
That's right.
I love that frame. I'm sorry, I keep saying I love that frame, but there are a lot of frames that I really like that I would like frame and put on a poster. And I like the one where he's like leaning back over the bench, like they're posing in the waiting room. The lighting. in
And
this
I was
episode-
about to say you would want a poster of Mr. Lunt blinking, but I don't know how that would work.
That would be a good poster. He can't tell you no lies. The lighting in the song is what I was trying to say, not this episode. They did
This
such
song,
a good
the
job.
production value on this song as a whole goes so hard. It's like just everything
Yeah.
about the music and also the visuals.
I
And
mean, it took up a third of the
presentation.
episode's budget.
It makes sense. I see why.
Did it actually?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not shocking. Got a belly button. The detail that VeggieTales used to put into, I say used to, like they're even making anything right now that they're not trying on. They're just making
But
nothing.
what about the Larry Boy movie?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. I can't judge that till I see
That's
it.
totally gonna happen.
I
It's,
think
it's totally gonna come to completion.
I think it will happen.
Do you think so?
They've
I
talked
don't
too much about it now for it not to
It's
happen.
gonna happen. It's just a matter of whether or not it's gonna even be presentable.
Yeah,
They
I
might
don't know.
go back on it being theatrical, is what I think. 'Cause
The Phil-
I don't
the
know
Phil and
if
Mike
there's
show.
enough interest for that.
the
Yeah.
Phil and Mike show was kind of like a confirmation that they're not going to be in it, at least in my
Yeah.
mind. But that could change. But like, if the movie's going to be out like in a year and a half from now or whatever, they probably need to get lines recorded. You know, they probably need to go ahead and start doing that. And I'm kind of
Shut
feeling
up,
like,
everyone. Here comes Peak. Yeah!
Khalil.
Khalil!
The Bundy, the Bundy.
There's no reason for alarm. It's a common thing for gourds. It won't do you any harm. You're technically a fruit, and with that much being said, I need water because I can't do this really, really fast. Ugh.
Here, have mine.
Nah, I got some water. I got mine.
I need
I
water.
could have gone through that whole thing, but my throat was getting stopped up.
Your umbilical equivocal is up there on your head, or somewhere on your head. about himself, he's never. But I was saying about the lighting, my brain keeps sidetracking. Squirrel. Yeah, the lighting. They paid a lot of attention to making it feel authentic to a boy band. Like if they were making a parody, they put so much effort into that parody. Also,
that
it's
shot that just happened with like the quick zoom ins on everyone and like the motion blur.
I turned it down so it won't get claimed. Now I turned it up. Yeah, the motion blurs. I know what you're saying. I like the whole scene, the whole segment, the whole song. I like that part too. That was a reference to Rack Shack and Benny Remolded when Manuel leaves.
Yep.
No way.
Yeah.
Any character leaving a scene is a reference to Remolded.
Like here, there's another one in a second. Watch. Reference to Remolded. He left. He left the scene.
Larry was hopping. He does that in Remolded too.
Did you know? WoopDoo, did you know that Bob the Tomato has 2 eyes? This may be a reference to VeggieTales creator and voice of Bob the Tomato.
This may be a reference.
Also has 2 eyes.
Veggie
Did you know Larry the Cucumber has a mouth? This may be a reference to Mike Naraki, voice of Larry the Cucumber and co-creator of VeggieTales, who also has a mouth.
Whoa.
Did you know that the pictures on the wall are VeggieTales?
Why does that sound so much like the AI TikTok voice? I hate it.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do
hate
an impression.
It sounds so much like it.
You
Well,
just
get
have
off
to
the
do the inflections.
Well, dude, get off the podcast now. We hate you now.
Oh,
I don't hate
this
you.
isn't even a
WoopDoo.
podcast.
It's a
Did I call it a
commentary.
podcast again?
It's a commentary.
I keep calling it a podcast.
This is an official Big Idea commentary. Get it right.
So if this is an official commentary, who is who? WoopDoo is David Pitts. WoopDoo is Leslie Farrell.
No.
Yep.
You're fired. Get out.
I don't think there were very many female Big Idea people who did commentaries aside from Leslie Farrell.
Amik. did.
Amik. Okay, you're Amik Owens. Kev is
I might be Mike.
you can be Mike, I'll be Phil.
Yeah.
Okay. I can vibe with that.
I could be any
You're
of them
the
into a
Fisher,
non-binary.
I'm the
I could go
Rocky.
either way.
Then you're Kurt Heineke.
What if I wanted to be Tim Hodge?
Then you're Tim Hodge.
Wait, Finn.
No, WoopDoo, you're not Tim Hodge, you're Khalil.
Finn.
I did start doing his rap part.
Finn.
What?
You're the Fisher, I'm the Rocky, and WoopDoo is Kurt Heineke.
I like it. I like it.
Thank you.
I appreciate this scene showing Scallion 1 and Archie in the same room. They did that, I think, solely to show that they're different characters.
I like that Scallion One's voice isn't as pitched up in this episode specifically because of that.
To make them sound different, yeah. I always felt bad for Jerry. In this episode and in Robin Good, he always just gets screwed over so bad. That part always made me sad, because, like, they don't even resolve it. They don't even show him, like,
And he
in a
loves
crowd
you
singing
very
it.
much.
Oh yeah, I wish they
Heard.
cut away to a scene of him being sent up the river, and it's really sad and emotional.
No,
It
no,
makes-
no!
It makes all the children that are watching terrified.
It's like the scene in Mo where all the babies get sent up the river. It's Jerry going,
No, no, no!
The kill count
Wah.
Mo is so bizarre to me. They just do not hold back.
Nestor goes, go away. Leave.
No way. Oh my gosh, I love VeggieTales' sense of humor. Let's rewatch that clip.
I know what you're referencing to. That was my favorite video. They've got Allen wrenches, turbo feeders, toilet bowls, electric heaters.
Hey, Weird Al.
Yes,
I like Weird Al.
I know you do.
Okay,
He
well,
like-
the
he
original
likes you too,
reference was
Kev.
I
Christian
met Weird
nutrition.
Al. Well, I met Weird Al.
Oh, wasn't
y'all.
that Christian? I thought that
Y'all
was.
didn't meet Weird Al.
I thought that was from your 150 facts video.
Well, I referenced the Christian nutrition video in there because it's
Oh,
also a
did you do
deeper
that?
reference to an earlier Blue Dad video.
Oh,
Where
dang! It's
I should send
multi-layered.
it to you. It's one of the ones that JK made,
Do
like in
it.
2018.
Send it. Send it.
It's just the clip from Mo and the Big Exit where the P goes dot 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 dash dash, and then Christian Nutrition follows it up saying, "Oh my gosh, I love VeggieTales' sense of humor. Let's rewatch that clip." And then it just plays that over and over, but it gets like more distorted and weird as it goes on.
It's like the Sigma meal, skibbity slicers.
I don't know what that is, but
You haven't seen that where they play it over and over and keep getting like pitchier and pitchier. That aside, Christian Nutrition is so funny. I love him.
Christian Nutrition is someone I'm surprised you've never gotten on your podcast.
I've emailed him before. He said he was too busy.
Damn.
Yeah, he's so cool. He was like, I appreciate the invite. He said, I'll have to say no for now because I'm pretty busy, but I think he said he'll keep me posted or something. But that was a long time ago. He did not keep me posted.
I still think it would be cool.
I love him. Maybe eventually. Right. Mr. Nezzer was always rocking a new design. He was always rocking a new design. You've got St. Nicholas Mr. Nezzer, real dapper with the mustache. You've got Easter Carol Mr. Nezzer. You've got classic Mr. Nezzer.
This is just Star of Christmas Mr. Nezzer, but without the hat.
Easter Carol, Star of Christmas, same difference.
It's the same thing. Why are you saying that it's a new design?
No, did I say Star of Christmas? I think I said St. Nicholas, didn't I? Where he has the mustache?
Well, no, I mean, you're saying that with like this episode.
I'm saying
implying that this is a new design.
What I'm saying is that there are a handful of Mr. Nezzer designs. I mean, St. Nicholas wasn't the first time he was dapper. I think that was Minnesota Cute.
Yeah.
I feel like what they would do is when Mr. Nezzer had to change costume or design for an episode, they would just keep that until he had to change again.
Famine so bad. The good years will be all but forgotten.
I like the voice acting there.
Me too. I like how he still has to wear the jail suit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's still a prisoner at this point.
True. Does Mr. Nezzer ever say you're free from prison, or is he still technically a prisoner and the leader?
Well, he gets promoted to be like a town official. I assume that's just kind of a given.
So is he a town official and a prisoner? Does he have to go back to the jail cell at night?
I wouldn't think so.
But do you know?
I guess not.
There we go. Shake it, Larry, shake it. It's Cavis. I mean Millward. It's Millward. People complain about the VeggieTales show having the same background characters. I'm one of those people, but this is no different. But what I respect about me too. What I respect about early VeggieTales, like Little Joe, I guess you could call this early enough. What I respect about it is they didn't try to hide the fact that the background characters were all the same, and it was kind of part of the humor. Versus the VeggieTales show, where they would make like very slight changes to like their color and their mustaches and stuff, just to make it look like they're all different. Like they were trying to hide the fact that they're all the same.
Finn, do you know what I am just now remembering?
What's that?
That I should have brought up when they sang Happy Kai birthday?
What's that?
The time that we sang that for Cobbler.
Oh yeah,
on his birthday.
That's right, we did.
At the meetup.
Me and Joe and Kev all sang Cobbler a birthday song.
That's awesome.
In the Waffle House parking lot. 10 minutes.
The Waffle House.
And people definitely heard us too. I was happy.
They definitely did. We had a good time. We'll meet up again sometime. And next time, WoopDoo, you're coming to Waffle House with us.
Yep.
Okay. I've never been to Waffle House.
I just hope they're all right. I like it. If you like waffles, you'll like Waffle House.
Do you like houses? You'll probably like waffles. I hope.
If you like me, you love to draw. Chances are, even if you're not like me, you love to draw.
Why do y'all keep referencing that recently?
We did that last time too, didn't we?
Yeah, I know. That's why I bring it up.
We're leading up to the commentary of Bob and Larry's How to Draw, where we bring Phil Vischer on as a guest.
I sent the link in the Zoom chat for the Blue Dad video, so we can watch that after.
Oh, sweet.
Let's do
and
it.
I say it should be kept in the commentary.
I love that face. We can do that. We can keep it in. I love the face Larry made. It can be like a bonus cut in the end.
It's a Barney Fife face.
One complaint about Remolded. One complaint. In the theme song montage, which was perfect, by the way. Beautiful. Drew, round of applause. They should have shown the scene where his
love you, Drew Bert. Happy belated birthday.
He'll be on a commentary too sometime. That one frame, I wish I could go back, but it would mess up the sync of the episode. and our voices. But the scene where he's like his eyes are squinted, his pupils are small, and he's doing like the little side mouth, that would have been a cool frame to have in the theme song. Very nitpicky, but I think that would have been a cool frame.
I just like the fact that the theme song compilation was like separated into different eras. Like everything leading up to the first verse is animation done in house. The next one is everything done by DKP. After that was sort of that weird limbo period where they were renamed to Stars and other animation studios were there. And then the last bits were Hoo.
I like Stars. Stars was a pretty good one.
Did you call it Hula Hoo?
I said Hoo.
Oh, I thought you said Hula.
Maybe I stepped over my pronunciation there.
I could never.
Hula hoop.
I rewatched the Chipmunks movie recently, and Uncle
the live action one.
The live action one. Uncle Ian is so cool. I wish I could be him. He might be one of my favorite characters in fiction, along with John Arbuckle and Bob.
Isn't it in the fourth movie the Chipmunks are on a no-fly list?
Yeah, I think they are. I never watched the fourth one.
Me neither. I only watched up to Chipwrecked because that was when I was still a small child and was wanting to go watch the Alvin and the Chipmunks live action movies.
It's one of those movies like the Garfield movie where if it came out now and I didn't grow up with it, I'd be like, what? But since I grew up with it, I love it.
Yeah.
Then again, even if it came out now with my sense of humor, I'd probably still think it was funny. The Chipmunks movie is peak cinema. If this is a problem, they make pepperonis.
Oh my god, those coins are from King George!
Yo! Nerd.
What?
I'm kidding. I like.
What did I do?
Yo! Nerd.
There was this one like Windows Movie Maker YTP from 2014 made by the one and only Flying Mario 123. That just one of the jokes was just it cuts to that shot and it says in text at the bottom, "Those coins are from King George." Like that's not a joke. It's just kind of pointing something out.
It's a fact. He calls him Little Joe. Right there, he called him Little Joe. And the brothers did not pick up on that.
Well, they were too busy talking over each other.
I guess. It's me. And they're like, oh, we knew. I like their... I hear Mr. Messick. Was that Mr. Messick?
Well, Kev is muted now, so...
It must have been.
Potentially.
It must have been. I love the P's side mouths. Mouth is a hard word for me to say. TH ending with S is very hard for me.
Yeah.
Like month, plural, the plural of month. Month. I can't English. I hate it.
It's like when you say month plurally, it's months. But when you say mouth plurally, it's mouths.
Mouths. Yeah. Mouths.
English language is bizarre.
Mouths.
English is weird, and Larry is speaking it right now, so that makes him weird.
Ha! Let's laugh at him. Let's point and laugh at him.
Yay, he was reunited. He's being reunited with his father. Let's laugh at him for it.
You boys forgot your mittens. Let's laugh at Paul for his lack of eyes, and let's laugh at Larry for speaking English. And let's laugh at Junior for getting arrested. And let's laugh at the P's for all looking the same.
You know, since you pointed it out, I've like kept looking at Pogger's design, and it's like, yeah, I never really noticed as a kid that he didn't have eyebrows.
I don't think I noticed until today.
You can't really tell because he has the hat that would be covering them.
Yeah, I don't think I noticed until today. I made my
Charlie
mom.
Pincher lives.
He lived. He got his little hot dog. It took him all day. I like to imagine it was the same hot dog.
He roasted his wiener.
Kev's back.
We have
Finn.
Kev, I thought we were gonna have to finish without you. Larry's dance is cool there. I like
no, where it is for everyone.
That's how he bumps Bob a little bit there.
That scene looks like a gourd animation. Not like the texture and stuff, just the way Larry's moving and dancing and bumping Bob and stuff. Feels straight out of Remolded.
Yeah.
It was a reference to Remolded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bob and Larry are on the countertop right now. This is a reference to Dave and the Giant Pickle, in which Bob and Larry are also on the countertop.
Tomatoes
the
are
bad stuff.
are a food. This is a reference to the concept of eating something.
Cucumbers are a food, or are a fruit, a vegetable. Cucumbers are a vegetation. This is a reference to produce.
Plant.
Produce is also referenced in the VeggieTales theme song when Bob the tomato, who is also a produce, says the line, and I quote, "Up and down the produce aisle." Does he love Little Joe? I don't know. Does he love me as
He
much
really
as Little Joe?
does?
As much as Little Joe?
Does he?
I'm not sure. God, do you like me as much as Little Joe?
Nope.
Nope.
Better try again.
Whoa, that was a reference to Rakshak and Benny Remolded.
He
That
walked
was
off.
one of-
That's right. He walked away.
No, that was actually one of 3-2-1 Blender's animation tests was like a animation study of that specific scene.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he posted all of his test animations unlisted.
I watched the unlisted. Oh, I need to check that out. I watched the reference video where he's showing everything that he used.
You know,
Whatever.
all of his like rig tests and like character animation tests are in like a playlist on his channel. It's actually really cool.
WoopDoo.
You know, I'm just
what
now.
If I told you that I
Sorry.
didn't. No, you're good. I was gonna say, what if I told you that I didn't record and we did this for no reason?
What? Well, that's fine because I just like talking to you.
Oh, thank you.
But not me.
Right back at you.
The you was applying to you as well,
Aw,
Kev.
right back at you.
But it was mostly applying to me. But no, I did record. After this, we're gonna commentate on Scrooge McDuck's net worth.
No, we need to commentate on the classic
I-
Blue Dad video from 2018. Read
I
that
actually-
back to me.
I actually
Let's do
can't
it.
comment on anything else.
But how long is the Blue
Unfortunately,
Dad?
I really do have to go.
How long's the Blue Dad video?
It's like two
I don't
and a
know, but
half
I'm-
minutes.
Oh,
I'm not even dressed yet.
oh, that's
I'm
I
in
guess
the
it can just
nude
be me and
as we
Finn.
speak.
Me and WoopDoo will commentate on it. Commentate.
Okay.
And then we will add that as a bonus scene. And Kev, later, if you ever listen back to our commentaries, you can hear what you missed.
I feel the need to show this video now that I know that you haven't seen it, Finn.
I need to see it. I've seen most of the Blue Dad videos, but I don't think I've seen this one. Was this back in the pair phase?
Yeah.
Look at all the names in the
It didn't occur to me until today that Robert G. Lee is credited as Bob Lee.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Reziel talked about that on this podcast. Very interesting episode. If you haven't heard it, go check it out. The
Wasn't
Robert
that like
Lee-
the first episode
It
of
might-
Specific
Robert G.
Idea?
It might be. It was cool.
Oh wait,
I enjoyed
yeah,
it.
I did listen to that, so I guess I did know.
Jacqueline Ritz.
But-
There were so many. Wait, did Scallion 3 even talk in this?
Well, yeah. I think.
What did he say?
Wait, did he?
They credited Mike Sage. Maybe there are
Okay,
deleted
no,
Scallion
I was
3
thinking.
lines.
I was thinking Scallion too.
Scallion 2 goes, tie this around your middle. So there are deleted Scallion 3 lines for Little Joe. The next lost media search. Message Mike Sage. He'll be like, I don't know, man. Fun fact.
Rocky. Say
Not-
thanks for writing Billy Button.
Yes. Not so fun
Adam
fact.
Frick.
The VeggieTales vinyl record, the credits on the back shout out everyone involved aside from Phil and Mike.
What the?
They shout out Mike Sage. They shout out. It was produced by Leslie Farrell.
I don't like that.
It was produced by Leslie Farrell. They shout out Mike Sage. They shout out, I think, some backup vocals, the people who did the music for everything. Maybe not Kurt. They might have shouted out Kurt. I'm not sure. But they did not shout out Phil and Mike.
As much as I don't like that, I still want to get that record someday because
good
I
record.
just do
Yeah.
collect vinyl and like
Kurt
considering
has
that's
it
the
on
only
display.
VeggieTales vinyl release, I'd want to get it at some point.
Also, fun fact, Phil said on his Twitter recently that he would have replaced Pizza Angel with Endangered Love.
Well, on that record?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kev, say it, Kev, say it, Kev. What were you saying?
What was I saying? Oh yeah, Kurt has that record on display
Oh,
in his
nice.
hall.
nice.
Well, I
Well-
certainly hope you got credit.
He showed it to me.
So, hey, quick bonus commentary. We are watching the Blue Dad episode titled "Read That Back to Me," released 5 years ago.
Play it.
I am. Can you not see it?
Oh my
No.
What? Oh, I put it on big screen.
Oh, it just.
Hold up. Okay. Here we go. My bad.
Alright.
Ready?
Cheerios mayonnaise. Okay, read that back to me.
Oh my gosh. I love VeggieTales sense of humor. Let's rewatch that clip.
Cheerios mayonnaise. Okay, read that back to me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
I
gosh.
love
I
VeggieTales
love
sense of
VeggieTales
humor.
sense of humor. Let's rewatch that.
Cheerios mayonnaise.
Did he actually do this in the review?
Only once.
Oh my gosh. I love VeggieTales sense of humor. Let's rewatch that clip.
Cheerios mayonnaise. Okay, read that back to me.
This is so stupid.
Oh my gosh. I love VeggieTales sense of humor. Let's rewatch that clip.
Cheerios mayonnaise. Okay.
I like how the clip doesn't get altered or warped. It's just
Oh
him.
my gosh.
Yeah.
I love VeggieTales sense of humor. Let's rewatch
This is so.
Cheerios
This is like you said.
mayonnaise.
Lyle was like peak
Okay, read that back
VeggieTales.
to me.
This is like peak. This
Peak
is
Blue
like,
Dad.
you said that Lyle was like the definition of. Oh, jeez.
Let's rewatch that clip.
You said that Lyle was like the definition of a good VeggieTales episode. This is like the definition of a good Blue Dad.
True.
Somebody who's never seen Blue Dad, show them this. He's got 2 copies of Mo on Blu-ray.
Cheerios mayonnaise. Okay, read that back to me.
Oh my gosh. I love gosh.
Cheerios mayonnaise. Okay, read that back to me.
Oh my gosh. I love
This video has made it impossible for me to rewatch Mo and the Big Exit.
Okay, read that back to me.
Dear Evan Hansen.
My favorite was the last edit of Christian Nutrition.
Mayonnaise. Okay, let's go.
Woo!
Ooh, ah,
Okay, read that back to me. Cheerios mayonnaise.
He read it back in his voice. It's like Bob reading the note in the first episode.
Oh my gosh. I love Let's rewatch that. Oh my gosh.
Did
I
Christian
love
Nutrition ever
VeggieTales
see
sense of
this?
humor. Let's rewatch
I don't
that.
know.
Oh my gosh. I love VeggieTales. Let's rewatch that.
Cheerios mayonnaise. Okay, read that back to me.
How long is this? Oh.
Yeah, just okay.
Yeah, just okay.
There we go.
Tell JK that that was a sincerely high quality work of art.
Sincerely yours.
I congratulate and commend them for their effort.
And WoopDoo, I want you to tell JK that I like cheeseburgers.
Dude.
Okay, I'll do that.
I really liking the cheeseburgers, buddy.
Okay, I will.
Okay. You all have a great day. I'm gonna
You
dip.
too.
Me
Kev,
too.
enjoy your
Skinny
dinner.
dip?
Maybe.
Well-
Kev, enjoy your dinner. WoopDoo, enjoy whatever you're doing tonight.